This file is called The Witching Hour. This file will be a guided visualization where it will describe a scenario where you meet fairies and other creatures deep in the forest at night and become nice and relaxed and peaceful. Now make sure that you won't be disturbed for the duration of this file. Make sure that you're somewhere nice and comfy and warm. Make sure no one will disturb you. And make sure that you're nice and relaxed and safe. And we'll begin. I want you to imagine yourself walking around somewhere, someplace remote, and it could be anywhere. It could be someplace very forested, or it could be maybe someplace in the suburbs, or maybe in a city, and you're walking around late at night, quite late, or rather I would say early morning, probably around 1 or 2 a.m. actually, and you've been out the whole night, probably hanging out with friends, or going to see an event, and you chose at this time of night to walk back home. But right now you're a little bit lost. You're not too worried, but you don't know where the bus is, and you don't really mind, but you do want to go home and get a nice night's sleep. But maybe it's time you find some place to sleep at. Maybe not at home. Maybe a nice hotel to stay at. You walk all around, but you seem to be getting nowhere. There doesn't seem to be anyone around, and you can't seem to find a hotel or someplace to stay at, or even any mode of transportation to get back. So you just keep walking then. You just follow the road you're on further and further and further down. And the further you go, you start noticing it's beginning to rain out. It's not too hard, just a nice, steady driplets coming down. In this nice, cool autumn night, as the rain just drips down, it's actually rather pleasant as the raindrops fall and you keep walking. The road ends, and when it ends, it opens up into a forest, and you follow the path further down. You know that going into the forest will get you even further away from where you want to go. But you don't mind. You just follow through the forest as the rain just drips down on you. You're nice and warm inside your jacket, and you feel rather calm, rather relaxed. The further you go down inside this forest, the more your mind just drifts and sinks with each crisp sound of your feet hitting the leaves below, and the little driplets of rain falling on you as you follow this path further and further into the forest, as your mind just drifts further and further, and as your thoughts start fading away, and you realize what time it is. It's the witching hour. At this time, the very special time is when magic happens, and you do feel it as you go further and further into this forest, as civilization fades behind you. You realize there must be something magical inside this forest, as you find yourself getting even more sleepier and sleepier. As the further you go in, the less you recognize anything. But you don't really seem to mind, because you realize in this moment you're not lost. You're on a journey to go further and further into this forest, deeper and deeper inside, cutting off from you any sort of outside world and just getting enveloped by the nature all around. increases from little driplets to drops to a downpour, and you realize you need to find someplace dry, someplace away from this rain. Not that you mind the rain, the coolness of it on your body relaxes you so much, but you know you need to find someplace dry, and you see in front of you a glow, and you walk further and further towards it, and there is a little tiny sealed away patch that's shielded from all the rain that's falling down. It's all dry, and inside you see little fairies, little creatures all walking around, and they welcome you inside. You could see little animals walking around. There's a little corgi or two that the fairies ride. One of them offers you a treat, a little bowl of brightly colored mushrooms, and you take a bite, and they taste like candy, candied mushrooms. The time you take a bite out of one, you feel even more calm and relaxed. Maybe you're bewitched by them, but you don't mind because you feel so calm and comfy. As you walk inside, you get further and further into this little enclave of leaves, all these flowers surrounding you in this nice little pocket. You know that fairies love to bewitch humans and make them sleepy and relaxed, and you accept that. You think that's such a nice feeling, that it's so warm to just let yourself become more and more relaxed as you walk further into this little tiny opening within the forest. And there, at the end of the opening, with all the flowers around you, and the little fairies and animals that watch you go inside, there's a strange little creature, probably a witch's familiar or some other creature. It's a long, snaky thing with wings, and it's quite cute, but it's shivering. It needs someone to keep them warm. This little noodle creature, this little wormy thing with wings, flies up to you, and you give it a big hug. And it's so happy because it's so alone and it needs someone to be there for it. And you know being alone, you need a friend too. And you hug it very close. It's a squishy thing. It's a little tiny wormy thing. And it's such a nice thing to give a hug to. This little cute creature that probably is some sort of spirit or creature. You can't find the person that summoned it, but it did find you at this witching hour, this time of magic and mirth. You lay down with it, hugging it close, in this soft pile of flowers and leaves, and you just hold it close to you. You're now so sleepy you could barely keep your eyes open as you squish this cute thing next to you, and you could hear it purr as all the other forest creatures and fairies all surround you, keeping you nice and warm and comforted and close, keeping you feeling all welcome and happy, as they all want to keep you calm and relaxed. They care about you and want to make you calm and peaceful, and you realize you found where you needed to be. And just for this night, you know it's the perfect time to take a nap and drift and dream as you hold this little purring creature close to you. The more it purrs, the more you find your mind just drifting deeper now, deeper and deeper, more and more mindless, more empty and more sleepy as your mind just drifts deeper and deeper now, so deep and relaxed as this little forest fades away, this little enclave of little creatures just fade away now. The only thing you're aware of is how deep you are, how deep in trance you are, how mindless and calm you are, how wonderfully good you feel, and you're so relaxed right now. You're so calm, mindless, and peaceful, just drifting further and further down without a care in the world. drifting, dropping, and dropping, sleepier and sleepier, calmer and calmer, just drifting now, drifting deeper and deeper. No more thoughts, no more stresses, no need to worry about anything, just letting your mind know you're at peace. This is the deepest you've ever been, as the magic surrounds you of the witching hour, making your mind drift and drop deeper and deeper, mindless and empty, calmer and calmer. And now that you're so deep, now that you're so blissfully deep and relaxed, it's time we leave this forest and come back to your waking self. And I want you to take this feeling out of trance, this absolute feeling of peacefulness and calm, at being at one with everything, and being happy with no cares in the world, no stresses or worries. I just want you to take that with you after this, and for the rest of the day, you will just be able to feel at ease. Nothing will cause you that much stress, because you're able to deal with it in a smart and healthy way. Because you're calm, and you deserve to be calm. Things will just be a little bit more chipper today, and you'll be back to normal whenever you want to be. But for the rest of the day, you will just be so happy and ready to deal with things on your own time. You'll be so calm and confident that a little bit of magic has been sprinkled on you to make you ready to deal with the world with a smile on your face and a jump in your step. And now, I'll count from 1 to 10, and at 10 you'll be wide awake, alert, and aware, and ready to go about your day. Let's begin. 1, slowly coming back up now. 2, becoming a little bit more aware. 3, becoming a little bit more aware of your body. 4, stretching a little. 5, halfway there now, you're almost there. 6, you're doing so good to come up. 7, slowly becoming even more aware of the world around you. 8, almost there now. 9, you're doing so amazing to be this aware and alert. And 10, wide awake now, alert and aware. Welcome back. I'm glad you had a little bit fun enjoying this little magical adventure in the forest. See you again. Bye.